29, Sir Eric, no?
Yes.
Huwag na nating patagalin pa. Alam natin na napaka-importante nito. Kailangang malaman natin to. Let's all welcome our in-house physician, Dr. Ariel Bayra.
Throughout human history, only 25 diseases have ever been tackled with vaccines. Now they are being developed to fight the coronavirus that causes COVID-19. Scientists in 2020 took less than a year to come up with defenses against the SARS-CoV-2 virus. What's the difference between the major COVID-19 vaccines? As of January 2021, at least 6 vaccines have been developed. These percentages are based on official efficacy data. In general, vaccines against most diseases have some small risk of side effects. In limited cases, the COVID-19 jabs cause pain at the site of injection, tiredness, headaches, muscle pain, joint pain, chills, and fever. Most vaccines have one thing in common. They require 2 doses to offer enough protection. The second jab is known as a booster shot, meant to trigger long-lasting immunity. The suggested timing for getting a second dose varies depending on the vaccine. Johnson & Johnson is testing a single-dose vaccine which also does not require ultra-cold storage. The coronavirus has plagued the world for more than a year, and it has killed nearly 2 million people. The hope is that the vaccines can contain the spread of the coronavirus around the world, and that life can slowly but surely return to a new normal. But while vaccines can greatly reduce the effect of the virus, they do not guarantee a person is entirely safe from infection. So, until enough people are vaccinated to produce so-called herd immunity, health experts continue to stress the importance of social distancing, and that we continue to wear masks to protect ourselves, our families, and the world.
Yan, good morning ulit sa ating mga ka-unified, no? Sa buong Pilipinas at sa iba't ibang lugar sa mundo. Now, this is sabihin na lang natin, parang part 2 nung previous episode natin about the Delta variant of COVID-19. Now, ang importante kasi the gist of that particular topic was centered on vaccination, no? Sabi nga lahat na ng pruweba nakita, no, na ang pinakamalaking magbibigay ng proteksyon sa ating katawan against the COVID-19 infection, most especially the Delta variant, is still vaccination. So, tamang-tama lang yung ating pag-uusapan ngayon. Because in this particular episode, ang pag-uusapan natin, what are the available vaccines worldwide? Okay? And ano ba yung composition nila? Bakit sila iba-iba? No? Merong, even yung storage requirements, iba-iba pa rin. No? Siyempre, masusing pinag-aralan yung iba't ibang klase ng ating vaccines. Pero sabi ko nga, even from the previous episode, na any of these vaccines, no, ay very effective to protect us from COVID-19. At least, the protection is primarily intended para hindi na tayo ma-hospital, no, para hindi tayo mamatay. No? If and when tinamaan pa rin tayo despite the vaccination, chances are sa mga pag-aaral nila, very, very mild. And the percentage of people who have completed their vaccination, no, maliit na lang yung porsyento na tatamaan pa rin ng COVID-19. Yun nga lang, liniliwanag natin that any of these vaccines will not give a 100% protection, no, against the COVID-19 infection. So meaning, kahit na tayo fully vaccinated, we still need to practice, no, the minimum health protocols, which are, of course, wearing the face mask, wearing the face shield, social distancing, and frequent hand washing. Okay? So let's start with the different vaccines. What I did was, pinagsama ko sila, no, yung mga magkakahawig ng type of a vaccine. So let's start with, wala pa. Yun. Okay. Okay. So, let's start with, Pfizer-BioNTech, no? I'm starting with the US vaccines available, no? Not because of anything else, but because for obvious reasons, sila yung may pinakamalalim na pag-aaral na ginawa. In fact, from the previous episode, no, about the Delta variant of COVID-19, most of the researchers that came out were coming from the US. Okay? So the first vaccine that is available is Pfizer-BioNTech. No? It's a combination of the pharmaceutical company Pfizer and European pharmaceutical BioNTech. No? So, siyempre, sikat ng Pfizer, so everyone would always say it's Pfizer. Ano yung technology platform? Meaning, ano yung klase ng virus ang ginagamit sa Pfizer-BioNTech? This is what we call the mRNA. Ano ba yung mRNA? It is short for messenger RNA. It is a genetic component. No? Kasi sanay tayo madinig natin yung DNA. No, everyone has its DNA. But apart from the DNA na genetic code or genetic component ng ating mga cells, we also have that messenger RNA. No? And when we say messenger RNA, kaya nga ito yung ginamit ng Pfizer is this will stimulate, no, the production of what? Antibodies. So parang name-memorize nila ng ating antibody sa katawan kung anong klase ng virus yung pumapasok. So pag inintroduce ito sa katawan natin, what will happen is eventually, no, magpo-produce siya ng enough antibodies and yung T cells na binabanggit ko rin, that will increase our immune system. Yung defense mechanism ng katawan natin. So much so, na kapag ka itong COVID-19, no, pumasok sa katawan na, marirecognize nung antibodies natin. Because one of the main components of the COVID-19 comes in mRNA genome. No? Yun yung component. So parang ano yan rini-recall. Mini-memorize. Kaya nga may mga tinatawag na memory T cells, memory B cells, and all those things. Why? Na-memorize nung antibodies natin. Na kapag ka may foreign invader na pumasok sa katawan natin, alerto sila kagad. Lalabanan nila, papatayin nila. So, that is how it is done. Now, ano ang doses? No? 2 doses. Sabi ko nga, majority of these vaccines except for Johnson & Johnson Janssen, lahat sila 2 doses. And importante yung interval. Like in Pfizer-BioNTech, 21 days lang, 3 weeks. Very short. The only concern with Pfizer vaccine is its storage requirements. You can just imagine, special refrigerator, no, ang ginagamit dito kasi negative 80 degrees to negative 60 degrees. You can just imagine kung gaano kalamig na dapat naka-store yun. So, the moment na lumampas na dito sa storage requirement yung temperature, masisira. There's a possibility na pwedeng masira yung vaccine. Now, tatanungin naman nyo, Doc, kung ganyan ang temperature requirement, di ano yan, frozen. Yes. Kaya yan, bago naman i-inject, no, dumadaan muna yan sa parang body temperature, no? Para na sa ganun, yung liquid form ng vaccine ang siyang ituturok. Kasi kung frozen, di paano mo naman ituturok yon? So, it goes to a body temperature, pero agad-agad dapat iturok vaccine. Now, pinagmamalaki ng Pfizer that they have the youngest age group covered. Kasi even at the young age of 12 years old and above, pwede nang bigyan ng Pfizer-BioNTech. Okay? So, 12 years and above, when you say above, kahit pa 100 taon, no? Walang maximum age limit dito sa mga vaccines natin, no? Even if the patient is 100 years old, pwede pa rin bigyan ng vaccine. So remember, it's mRNA, 2 doses, 21 days apart, no? Minus 80 degrees to minus 60 degrees centigrade, and 12 years old and above. The next vaccine, which is also a US vaccine, is of the same type, mRNA then. Okay? It is also given in 2 doses, but this time, 28 days apart. Now, tatanong nyo, bakit ho yung mRNA sila pareho? No, parehong 2 doses. Bakit ang Pfizer 21 days, ang Moderna 28 days? Hindi na ho natin kailangan pakilaman yung suggestion ng mismong manufacturer. According to their studies, they have found out that these are the ideal interval between the first and the second dose. Now, mRNA din siya, gaya ng Pfizer, ang Moderna. Pero ang storage requirements, no, mas mababa. Meaning, minus 25 to 15 degrees lang. Hindi katulad ng minus 80 to 60. For 7 months, pwede siya. If it is minus 25 to minus 15 degrees centigrade, tatagal siya. Now, if it is minus 2 degrees to minus 8 degrees, which is again, mas sabihin na lang natin para mas mainit, no? Tatagal lang siya ng 1 month or 30 days. Can you see the difference? Mas malamig, 25 to minus 25 to minus 15, 7 months siya tatagal. Pero kung mas mainit ng konti, although malamig pa rin, just imagine, negative pa rin eh. Negative 2 to negative 8 degrees, 1 month lang siya pwedeng tumagal. Now, the age group that they recommend is 18 years old and above. Majority of the vaccines that are given is from 18 years old and above. Pfizer lang ang pumayag na 12 years old and above. So again, pareho sila ng type ng vaccine, mRNA, no? But definitely they have different interval, definitely they have different storage requirements. And the age group covered is also different. Okay. Now, another popular vaccine is of course the Oxford Astrazeneca vaccine. Again, no, AstraZeneca, sikat kasi, kaya lagi na lang namin hindi na namin mention Oxford. But the study was really done in the University of Oxford. Now, ano yung ibig sabihin ng viral vector non-replicating? Ito yung tinatawag na inactivated virus. Meaning, yun yung COVID-19 virus. Kaya lang inactivated, ibig sabihin parang weakened or dead virus. No? Hindi siya kahit na ibigay, itusok sa atin, no? It will not harm us. The only principle behind that is, again, recognition by our immune system, no? Specifically the antibody. So, marirecall nung katawan natin, ng antibodies natin, ay, ito yung nakabanggaan ko na noon Dumapo uli kayang-kaya ko na itong patayin. That is the principle behind vaccination. Kaya non-replicating, kasi hindi siya magmumultiply. No? Parang kung sa dead virus lang yan. No? Para lang ma-recognize ng ating antibodies. And pag na-recognize ng antibodies natin, papatayin nila yung virus. Now, the dose and frequency, again, 2 doses, no? Ito matagal. 4 to 12 weeks apart. Meaning, 1 month to 3 months ang interval. But the storage requirements, no? Medyo madali, no? Lalo na dito sa atin sa Pilipinas. Kasi 2 to 8 degrees, hindi negative. No? 2 to 8 degrees centigrade. And again, the age group covered is 18 years old and above. Astrazeneca is a United Kingdom, no? Vaccine, no? Hindi ito US vaccine. Okay? And then the next is again the same viral vector, non-replicating. Ito yung tinatawag natin again na inactivated virus is Gamaleya Sputnik. Okay, Gamaleya Sputnik naman is from Russia. Okay, Russian ito. Kaya Sputnik no? Gamaleya is the manufacturer. No? Bigyan lang ng Sputnik because the moment you hear the word Sputnik, you always connote that with Russia. Now, again, these are 2 doses, pero as short as 3 weeks apart. No? So, maiksi rin siya. The storage requirements, no, is minus 18 degrees centigrade and below. So, frozen solution, just like Pfizer, just like Moderna. No? Of course, frozen sila, pero the moment i-injection nyo, no, inalagay muna sa body or room temperature para they come in liquid form. Okay? And the age group covered again is from 18 years old and above. So you have, just to review muna the first half, you have Pfizer and Moderna, both US vaccines, no? Both are mRNA type of vaccine. And then you have the Astrazeneca, which is from the United Kingdom, and Gamaleya, which is from Russia, both of which are inactivated virus, non-replicating. The next is, again, another viral vector, non-replicating, meaning inactivated, which is Johnson & Johnson, no? Which Janssen, okay? Now, this is again a U.S. company, pharmaceutical company, no? It's given, this is the only vaccine that has been advised for 1 dose, single dose. And it has a storage requirement of 2 degrees to 8 degrees for 3 months. Okay? Yun lang yung duration. Yun lang yung gaano kahaba na pwedeng, kasi may mga expiration dates, no? Ang ating mga vaccines. No? And again, the group age group covered would still be 18 years old and above. Now, ito naman, the next would be the Sinovac Coronavac vaccine. No? It is inactivated virus, no? similar to the ones I mentioned earlier, no? Non-replicating. The dosage in frequency, again, 2 doses, 28 days apart, so approximately 1 month. No? Hindi siya mahirap kasi 2 degrees to 8 degrees centigrade pa rin. No? Very similar to what? No? Ayan, yung mga 2 to 8 degrees centigrade, Johnson & Johnson, and of course, Astrazeneca. Okay? The last vaccine that I'll be discussing is the vaccine that is supposed to come from India. Hindi nakarating ng Pilipinas, walang emergency use authorization simply because hindi itinuloy ng India kasi sila yung napakarami ng kaso. They don't have enough supply to be given to other countries. So, sila lang muna nakikinabang. Anyway, napakarami kasi tinamaan din because just imagine yung Delta variant nagsimula sa India. So, this is an Indian pharmaceutical company, Novavax. Okay? 2 doses again, and what is good is 21 days apart. Parang Pfizer, 3 weeks lang. And the storage requirement is also good because 2 to 8 degrees lang. Sabi nga natin, age group covered, not applicable because there is no emergency use authorization application yet. Kasi nga, hindi nila tinuloy. No? Nung umpisa, they were supposed to give us or sell us the vaccine. Kaya lang hindi natuloy simply because kinailangan nila. No? So, these are the different vaccines available, and any of them, which is available is still considered the best vaccine. Hindi na tayo dapat mamili kung ano yung available, in the earliest possible time, better to give the vaccine. Okay, this is just a summary of all the vaccines that I mentioned. So, whichever is it, whether it's a US-based vaccine, a Russian vaccine, or the Chinese vaccine, all of them have been found to be very effective. So, again, I hope kahit papano nabigyan ko kayo ng konting kaalaman on the different types of vaccines that are available in the Philippines. So, please, 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 I once again invite everyone and advise everyone to have their vaccines as soon as possible. Doon sa mga hindi pa nabibigyan ng vaccination, please have your vaccines as soon as possible. And for those who have been given the vaccines, okay, don't be too complacent kasi kailangan pa rin natin to practice the minimum health protocol. So, until then, again, this is Dr. Ariel Baira, your health consultant, saying bye for now and see you again in the next episode.
Ayan mga ka-Unified, nakita natin yung importance paano natin ma-prevent yung COVID, lalo na tong ating ngayon existing yung
Delta variant.
So Doc, may mga tanong kasi Doc, yung bang mga kasi maraming natatakot magpa-vaccine. So kasi takot sila sa mga possible na maging mga side effect pwede nating maipayo sa kanila para...
Bago pa tayo matakot sa side effects, dapat matakot muna tayo sa posibilidad na magkaroon tayo ng COVID-19.
Yes.
So what am I trying to say? Na mas bibigyan natin ng halaga, importansya, yung vaccine pa rin. Of course, nothing in this world is free of side effects, ika nga. Kahit kahit papano, meron pa rin konti. Pero, ang pinag-uusapan na lang doon, pag tinimbang natin, mas malaki pa rin yung protection na makukuha natin kapag tayo'y bakunado. Rather than think of, unang-una, this is a typical example. No? I'm not saying na Astrazeneca is the best because nagkataon lang na yun ang available sa hospital nung pinatawag ako. And even during that time, ang studies na lumalabas, maraming mga blood clot na formation.
Yes.
So, meaning, pwede ka ma-stroke, pwede ka ma-heart attack. Pero, mas binigyan ko ng halaga yung protection. Kasi naman, yung mga lumabas na mga sabihin natin parang yung katulad ng side effects is negligible. For example, out of 17 million at that time worldwide, no, na nabigyan na ng AstraZeneca. Wala pang 50 katao ang na-discover nagkaroon ng blood clot formation. So, if you try to get the percentage, baka 0.00001%. So, ang sa akin, kung talagang oras ko na at meron akong mga sakit na maaaring hindi alam, talagang madisgrasya. Pero sa awa ng Diyos, hindi naman. So, okay lang. So, kaya ko yun sinabi is because bago pa dapat isipin ng tao yung side effects, isipin mo muna nila yung protection na ibibigay ng mga vaccine. Kasi ang daming, doon ako naiinis, Sir Eric, kasi may mga taong talagang ayaw nila. Kasi simply because naniniwala sila doon sa mga side effects. Sabi ko nga, bago sila maniwala sa side effects, isipin muna nila yung protection na makukuha nila kapag bakunado sila.
Lalo na kung tayo ay nandoon sa A4, di ba, yung mga nagtatrabaho, no?
Exactly.
Kasi ang inuna nila, vaccine, syempre, yung mga health worker natin, yung mga senior. And then, now, yung A3, yung may mga comorbidities, and yung A4,
yung mga economic frontliners. No?
Kasi
and sa ngayon,
sila yung sa labas, di ba?
Oo, kahit sino, basta lumalabas. Mabuti na lang, kasi kung natatandaan ko nung mga unang buwan na lumabas yung vaccines, maraming hesitant, maraming ayaw. No? Pero mabuti ngayon, dumami na yung mas gusto magpa-vaccine.
Kasi merong nga mga instances na hindi naman lumalabas. Sabi nila, yung lola niya, hindi naman lumalabas pero tinamaan. Kasi hindi natin alam na, hindi nga sila lumabas for, sabi natin, taon. Pero may lumalabas sa atin. And yung lumalabas na yun, sabi natin, nag-grocery.
Right.
Pwede siya yung maging carrier. So, mas maganda ma-vaccine para yung chances na magkaroon ka ng severe na COVID
saka makahawa ka.
Ma-minimize. So, ang kailangan kasi dito, mga kaibigan, mga kaibigan, maiwasan natin mag-spread.
Yes.
Diba?
So, hindi lang pang sarili yung dapat nating isipin, pero dapat din nating isipin na maproteksyonan natin yung ating mga mahal sa buhay, yung ating mga kasama sa trabaho and all that. No?
Regardless kung anong brand, kasi iba namimili. Kung
then,
ano yung available, para mas maintindihan natin. Kasi iba, ayaw kaninang ganito kasi pag nilagay niya ako, magkaroon ako ng virus, di ba? Ayaw ko kasi, diabetic kasi ako, may hypertension ako, ayaw ko, di ba?
Wrong. Kaya, dapat unang isipin natin, kung sa buong mundo, ipinapayo na yan. No, hindi naman sila magpapayo ng isang bagay na alam nila makakasama sa mankind, no? Sa buong sanlibutan. So, kung kaya't sinabi na, ang hindi lang natin dapat ikumpira is yung mga ordinary vaccines na pinag-aralan na sabihin natin almost 10 years. Unlike ito, na sabihin natin mga 1 taon lang. Bakit to? Minadali talaga. Kasi kung wala ho tayong vaccine na magagamit, mas maraming tao ang mamamatay sa buong mundo.
Tapos ito pa yung tanong. Yung vaccine nyo naman kasi, para lang yan dun sa, di ba, yung, sabi natin, COVID, yung variant A. Doc, tatalab ba yan dito sa variant na bago? Sa D, yun ang mga tanong
Yes.
So, kailangan magpa-vaccine?
Okay, ano rin yan parang ganito ang prinsipyo ng vaccines. Sa mga antibiotics, meron tayong tinatawag na broad-spectrum antimicrobial. So, ibig sabihin, broad-spectrum, sa halos lahat, kung hindi man lahat ng klase ng infection, pwede sila. So, yung dinevelop din nilang vaccines is, of course, parang broad spectrum din. Hindi nga lang natin alam kung gaano katindi. Pero we are at least assured that itong mga vaccines na to, most of them, if not all of them, can protect us against the Delta variant of COVID-19. So, I think I must presume na well-protected pa rin tayo.
Kasi may sinasabi sila, yung iba, 1 dose lang. Ano ba yung pagkaiba ng 1 dose sa second double dose, yung dalawang dose?
Personally, kung akong papipiliin, I would still stick with the 2 dose. 2 doses. No? Kasi iba pa rin yung mentality na, okay, nabigyan mo ng 2 doses. Ngayon, ang contention naman ng Johnson & Johnson is kung saan pinuno na nila lahat, sinakop na nila yung pwedeng maging epekto na second dose. Para na sa ganun, conveniente, 1 dose lang, okay na. But of course, all of this we'll still have to find out kasi ongoing. Pa.
But some other countries, meron na silang tinatawag na booster. Yung parang 3rd dose.
Okay, right. So, it is likely na magkakaroon talaga tayo ng booster dose din. Ongoing studies nila on when to have the booster dose. Kasi it may come after 8 months, it may come after 1 year, or it may even come after more than 1 year. So, yun yung gusto nilang i-determine.
Kasi yun yung parang, for example, same sa flu. So, every year, di ba? Kasi nagbabago yung strain.
Yes.
So,
at saka yung protection, like sa flu, talagang as short as 1 year lang.
Hanggang darating ang time siguro na, for example, 1 beses ka na lang talaga parang flu, isang shot na lang. Depende kung, kasi may 2
Kasi
shots.
meron na tayong 2 doses, so yung mga booster dose, isa na lang. And hopefully, sa booster dose, tatagal na yan.
Tatagal na.
Kasi minsan yung ibang mga booster dose ng ibang vaccine, good for 5 years.
Like sa pneumonia, di ba, Doc? Yung pneumonia.
Right.
Saka may tanong, Doc, kailangan ko ba talaga vaccine? Kasi meron na akong flu vaccine, meron na akong pneumonia vaccine. Kung ano na ng vaccine yan, kakasinsin na siya
We have so many different types of vaccines.
Yes.
May particular, disease entity na target siya. So, sa COVID, kahit pa sabihin mo respiratory yan, parang flu, parang colds, parang cough, still, nung pinag-aralan nila yung vaccines, nakatuon talaga doon sa COVID virus, sa coronavirus talaga. So kailangan pa rin natin. No? Ako, I had my flu injection the other year, nung 2019, I had my pneumo vaccine, no?
Yung HEPA, Doc, vaccine, di ba yun yung HEPA?
Yes.
HEPA vaccine.
Pero
marami kasi
pa rin
HEPA
yun,
din.
sa hepatitis yun.
Marami sa more liver.
Ngayon, ang ganda nga mga bata, may chickenpox vaccine. Of course, yung sa DPT, MMR.
Doc, di ba napansin mo yung mga vaccine? Very effective sila.
Yes.
And
exactly.
Remember before, pag yung tinabi natin yung polio vaccine dati, di ba?
Yes,
so nung na-campaign ng maayos yun, di ba?
Nawala rin, eradicate din natin.
Di ba nauso pa nun yung patak, di ba?
Oo, kasi
so nung panahon yun ni Secretary Flavio, naalala ko, high school yata ko that time. So nabawasan talaga or nawala yung
na-eradicate pa natin.
Talaga yung
So, yun ang dapat nating bigyan ng halaga.
Yes.
Kung hindi na tayo dapat magduda dito sa vaccine sa COVID. Because ang pinag-uusapan lang natin dito, protection talaga.
Saka pero hindi nahulugan po, kesyo, di ba? First dose ka man, or 1 dose ka man, or fully vaccinated ka man, kailangan mo pa rin ng, kailangan pa rin natin palakasin yung ating immune system. Kaya meron tayong mga, di ba, immune booster na mga supplement. Kasi,
supplements, right.
Pwede ka pa rin, kung ma-expose ka talaga, kahit fully vaccinated ka, hindi ba yung 100% protection, malilesen lang yung chance mo na maging worse.
Yes.
So, para hindi na natin yun madaanan, so, protektahan natin yung ating katawan. So, kaya nandiyan yung mga supplement natin, sabi natin, yung number 1 yan, parating sinasabi natin, vitamin C talaga. Vitamin C, mga
Proven na
minerals,
yan kasi.
diba?
Proven
Talagang yung ating acai berry na
Yes.
tutulong, kaya nga supplement to supply kung ano yung kulang
Right.
sa katawan natin para maiwasan natin magkaroon ng malalang
Sakit.
sakit. Hindi lang naman COVID yung pinoprevent
Yes,
natin
of course. Lahat ng ibang sakit pa, no?
Yes.
Hindi lang, kaya lang natin napapag-usapan yung COVID,
COVID.
kasi siya yung
Yes.
hitik na hitik ngayon. Pero doon sa ating mga supplements, of course, we cover almost all the different
Naka-focus kasi tayo, Doc,
diseases.
sa COVID. Pero
Yes.
ang totoo, marami pa din mga tao na nagsasuffer ng other kinds of mga dreaded diseases. diba?
Yes, of course.
Marami pa din sa ating mga kababayan na may mga hypertension, which is sila yung mga prone, may mga diabetic, di ba? And yung may mga ano-ano bang klase pa ng mga lungs, di ba? Lalo na mas
Cancer,
madaling kapitan, liver, di ba?
liver,
Cirrhosis, di ba?
kidneys.
Kidneys, and of course yung cancer.
Yes.
So, sabi nga natin, wag natin na hayaan na tayo mismo, di ba? Kasi mas mabilis mag-ano yung COVID pag ikaw ay mahina yung resistensya. Kasi pag existing ka, may pre-existing condition, mas mabilis kang mahawakan, di ba? So, wala siyang pinipili, bata, matanda, di ba?
Wala.
Babae, lalaki, lalo na ngayon, doble ingat tayo. Sabi nga nila, para maiwasan natin yung mga virus na yan, yung proper hydration.
Yes, of
And Doc,
course.
syempre,
Very
sabi mo nga,
important.
yung complete talaga na
Bed rest.
bawasan yung
Sleep.
sobrang pagpupuyat.
Yes.
So, sa mga kakilala natin na mahilig maglaro, di ba? Ngayon, kasi mga bata, more on sa ano sila, online games, no? Schooling. So, kailangan
Pahinga pa rin.
pahinga pa rin. Then, yung ating mga vitamins and minerals, masustansyang pagkain. And, of course, yung kompletong yung rest talaga, yung 8 hours
Yes,
na
8 hours sleep.
na para, doon kasi yung cells natin.
Yes, na-rejuvenate,
yung
na-regenerate.
sa pagpapangitan ng pamamahinga.
Pahinga.
And kung kulang man tayo ng mga sustansya, kasi hindi naman lahat na nabibili natin, di ba? Hindi na available. Kaya meron tayong mga supplements, at least 500 mg, hindi bababa, na vitamin C ang iniintake natin every day.
Yes.
Para protection natin. So kaya mga ka-Unified, sa mga nanonood natin ngayon, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, at saan man panig ng mundo na nanonood ng Urtv Kalusugan, we encourage na all of you na samantalahin kung merong mga binibigay na libre vaccine yung sa gobyerno, sa atin sa government.
Exactly.
Oo. Kaya ang tanong, ikaw ba? Si Doc lang yata ang vaccinated. Paano ikaw? Syempre po, tayo'y, di ba, nagtuturo, di ba? Or prevention nga. Kami din po ay
Vaccinated.
vaccinated na. So, ang maganda